Hey friends, thank you for joining me again today. All kinds of interesting technical challenges hitting me. I won't go into it, phones dying, stuff like that. Anyway, show you my painting. I am, let me see if I can get the exposure to adjust. Just read all sunlight on you. Well, it's not gonna quite do it. Okay, but I'm painting. Okay, get the gooseneck aimed in the right direction. Okay, I'm painting mostly at the moment down here at the bottom. And but before I do, let me see if I'm even in the picture. Oh, I'm not. Okay. Sorry, now you're getting all light. Anyway, painting reflection in this window up here at the moment. Just trying to keep it abstract, not trying to be very accurate to what's actually there, because what's actually there is pretty boring. Maybe I'm done there. Okay, I did want to bring you on board while I was painting this water. So let's zoom in here. Okay. So I'm finally doing the over painting in the water here. And my method for painting a lot of things is to learn an automatic, to learn an, at least for starter, as a starting point. This won't finish everything, but develop I do this with trees. I start my hands sort of like as if I was starting a chainsaw. Just get my hands going when it's trees. I just start chainsaw hands trees. Now I start my hands and I say paint ripples. Just paint ripples. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm twisting my brushes like this. I'm just going back and forth and back and forth, and creating a fairly believable, coming in with different colors, light, dark, well, not dark, but lighter, light and lighter. And then of course I'll come in and touch this up, hit a few bright sparkles, just a few bright sparkles and a few dark bits. But most of the work, now this is a little bit like, not a little bit, like, this is brush tricks. I have a name for this kind of painting. Okay, I call it brush tricks. Did I pronounce that clearly enough for you? All together now. And it's the kind of thing that I usually rag on. I love Bob Ross. I like Bob Ross as good as any. The next guy, his TV show was incredible. Was he a good painter? Nobody knows. Because he didn't. That wasn't his point. He wasn't doing good painting. He was doing fantastic TV entertainment, and he was great at that. Was he a good painter? Not so much. Not worth mentioning, so I won't. Not worth slamming either. Just no. That's not what he was about. I'm gonna actually put my fingers in, and I don't have any cobalt cadmiums or bad stuff here in my paint, so I'm not worried about getting bad stuff in my liver and kidneys. So I call this brush tricks, and everybody should know all of my brush tricks, all of Bob Ross's brush tricks. You just shouldn't use them too much. Like, you have to use them. See, like if I were to leave that like that, it's okay, but it's not great. Let's try to go from okay to great, okay? But it's a good shortcut. Same thing, again, I'm not going to demonstrate right now. Same thing when I paint my trees. You know what? I have to take just a minute here to clean up my palette. I've been busy all afternoon painting, and my palette has finally reached full. So give me just a minute. Sorry, I have no place left to mix. Back to brush tricks. don't know what's gotten into me that is making me overpronounce that word. I'm just afraid you won't know what I'm saying. What's he saying? What's he saying? Anyway, you got it now. Um, Everybody should know these brush tricks and then not use them too much. Like let's take for instance, let's take the classic Bob Ross, which is fan brush pine trees. Okay, it's so easy to do. You just go bum 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 bum, bum, and there's this beautiful little pine tree. Okay, every artist worth his salt should know, because that's just brushmanship. That's the use of brushes. You should know how to do that. But if you actually do that, you will look like Bob Ross. And what's wrong with that? It's contrived, it's cliche, it's cheap, okay? All those bad words. So you want to know what they are, but then use them, here's the real truth, within limits. So you can use those, again, Bob Ross tricks or mine, but you have to know how to hold that. So let's go say Bob Ross pine tree, fan brush pine tree, instead of going bum 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 bum, bum and then looking like a Bob Ross pine tree, which is great for like a Helen Steiner Rice Christmas card, if you know what I'm talking about. But for real painting, you don't want to do that. So. There we go. There's most of the painting. Sorry about all the bad exposure you're getting there. So what is legal, quote unquote, according to Mr. Hoity-toity Dan Nelson, what is legal then is to do the Bob Ross fan brush, but instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you can go 1, 2, maybe 3. No, 4, too many. Maybe 2, maybe 3. So you have to use your judgment. If I do one more hit, will it look? So it's same thing like for grass. Fan brush, grass, fantastic. The first time you learn this trick, you're like, "Ah, it's so cool! I can paint grass, right?" And then you have to get over it. It's like, oh wait, it looks like, it looks like an illustration. Anyway, so there you go. Enough of that. Let's do a little bit more. So now I did the brush with the water, waves in the water trick. I have just mixed up a very neutral green, transparent, dark transparent. So now I'm coming in on top of the brush tricks that I just did a few minutes ago. There I am over pronouncing that word again. I really don't want you to misunderstand my words, do I? So combining this more a deliberate stroke with my earlier trick, and that's what I mean by don't overdo it. If you just leave it as brush tricks, it'll look contrived. It'll look like Bob Ross painting. So you have to come in here and do what I would call some real painting. Now I'm darkening I'm putting on something dark, right? So I'm following the normal rule, which is you get dark with transparent paints. That's what I'm doing right now. And I'm probably right in your way, aren't I? Sorry about that. And you get light with opaques, and you do the darks first and the lights last. So right now I'm doing the dark, and then I'll come back and do maybe just one pass of dark, of light highlights, and I'll be done. It's looking pretty good, I think, in my humble opinion. That's for all you Texans. Humble. Didn't they say humble? You know in Texas that word is pronounced humble? I think everywhere else in the country it's pronounced humble. Don't tell the Texans, because they're not very humble. how do I know such gems of wisdom and insight? Because I spent 9 years of my adult life in Texas. Can you believe that? Wow. Seems like such a long time ago now. Loved it. Had a very good life in Texas. Didn't want to stay there, but it was good every day. Now here's, I could get myself into a lot of trouble thinking ripples in the water. Oh boy, right? You could just get all all OCD about it. Woo! Paint for hours and hours and hours. Believe me, my feet do not want to paint any more hours than they've already painted. I'm very close to being done. Another trick if you're ever painting. Someday I'll do a lesson on how to paint water. Another trick that I've learned is don't create some deliberate patterns in the waves. Don't try to make it all equally ripply. Make it unequally ripply. Hey guys.
Oh man, that's cool. Do you know what that is?
Do I know what is that?
Do you know? Yeah, that's Jack's store.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to get it restored and raised up 23 inches. I understand.
I don't know about that.
That's right.
Yeah. That sounds like a job.
When I was, you ain't recording or nothing, or
Oh, I am, but that's right. They like people.
I ain't talking no more.
Yeah.
We're the best.
They like people talking. They like to hear people
My
talk.
granddaddy taught there when I was 8 and sold shrimp when I was a youngin'.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So you've lived, born and bred? on
I'm
Ocracoke?
from High County, 7 generations, but I'm not from Ocracoke.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, I didn't move here 3 years ago and call myself a local,
I think you.
but I know that place.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool.
10 cent played the games in there. Granddaddy would give me money to, to keep me occupied. It took me a long time to realize, see, it was dry over here then. He brought liquor from the mainland. That's why they were happy to see
Is that
Granddaddy's
what they were?
boat.
That's why
Yep.
they were happy.
Yep.
That's fun. Thank you, man. Thank you for that little bit of local color. That's good. Isn't that fun? Okay, so I'm declaring myself done with the light. So I was saying create patterns in the ripples. You know, as if maybe like a boat or something passed and made one particular ripple. Okay, so now the finishing touch is to come in with
Mark, you riding with me?
a few highlights.
I got it, buddy.
And I've got two kinds of highlights. One is
Yeah.
just
Thank
ripple
you. I'll
highlights,
see
and
you
the other
soon.
is specific
Great day, bud.
specific reflections of
I'm gonna see you go
specific
clean them fish for
place.
the drop.
And I don't have to do much of this. A little bit goes a long way. So for instance, a pattern. See, all these little light highlights, at the moment, they're all in a row. I'll probably add a few out of that row, but I'm not going to do those highlights like everywhere. No. There's a row of dark and a row of light. That's on purpose. And you're creating water that, if you want to look believable, create mega patterns. Patterns that go. I'm going to do some blue highlights, pale blue, light blue highlights, in contrast to the warm ones that I just did. And again, I'll do them, I'm going to amass them all in a row, not just random, willy-nilly. These two also in a row. Maybe 2 rows. Let me get a little bit bluer, a little more white. Okay? And again, so a row of blue. Little tricks like this that you can learn. How to create believable looking ripples in water. I am nearly finished with this painting, thank goodness. I am so tired of painting this painting. I'm more than my normal degree of tiredness, I must say. I need to mix up now several little shades of stuff to paint reflection reflection of the stuff, or the posts in the water. So you got orangish gray, right? So there, it's probably good enough. Good enough. Paint some gray on this particular pylon, and then you get the, I said gray, I said gray, and I meant really a golden brown. Go back to blue for a minute, without putting my brushes, just dirty blue, straight up. Because these are not pylons, these are little bumper things for the boats, so boats don't damage themselves. Oh, here's, I just noticed something that I completely ignored all day. Oh my goodness. Is all these hoses that are running underneath. A bunch of hoses. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Do some of it a different color. Yeah, oh my goodness, I can't believe I overlooked that because it's huge. It's a huge visual element. Silly me. That's it, doesn't look like a pencil. Okay, that might be good enough. Ah, I know, I did a little bit of work up here. Not much, just a little bit. And it's nearly 5 o'clock. And supper's going to be cooking soon, I've been told. Not cooking soon, ready soon. What we do here on this trip, these trips, is everybody takes one night, everybody takes turns fixing dinner. And this week it's all guys, of course, and you'd be surprised. We have eaten very well. Surprisingly so. Shrimp, green, French, fancy something. Yeah, it's been good. Not what you expect from a bunch of guys. Oh yeah, hang on. I need to do light up here on this the dock area. I just completely ignored it. I won't put that up. I don't want too much detail or specificity. Isn't that a good word? I don't want too much specificity out here. Keep it kind of abstract. Oh, let's see, saw another. Maybe this is my last piece. Maybe. It's this sign right here. A little bit lighter than it is. It's quite a bit lighter, but that's right. I like it. It says boat tours in vertical letters. That would be even easier than horizontal, I believe. B-O-A-T-T-O-U-R. And my sign is going to say boat tour. Sorry. Anybody wants to try it? B-O-A-T. Not very legible. By the way, the name for when you put letters on a sign that are not intentionally, it's called Greeking, of course, right? It's again graphic design. T-O-U. It's going to say boat tour. And this, all of my signs here on this painting are sort of a cross between legible and just Greekian. Okay, once again, my camera stopped right Facebook stopped right in the middle, and I was talking all kinds of stuff, and it just wasn't recording. So there's my finished painting, and I gotta run back to the house, paint some edges, and be ready just in case anybody comes by in the next little while. Thanks guys for watching.